Hey, it's Jason with Denwerks. Got something pretty cool today. It's a 1947 Ford pickup. This is actually our little shop truck. I've had it for about over a year. And I think this is probably the 134th car we sold on Bring a Trailer. And this will be the last one for 2018. Just wanted to thank all the commenters and bidders and everything. And winners, that we've had this last year. So love Bring a Trailer. Overall, it's been a great experience. So anyway, just wanted to thank you. So anyways, we'll just walk around and take a look at my little truck here. It's a little V8, flathead V8, 4-speed, pretty stock overall, but the patina on it is just awesome. Overall, it's pretty solid. It does have some rust and stuff, but it's really, really solid little truck. And hopefully Stanley makes it through the year because he's got his little squeaky toy over there, but it's keeping him happy. So anyways, we'll just start here in the front. The marker lights do work, so we'll just show them real fast. You can see the marker lights on the side. You can see here, marker lights. And we've got headlights. We don't have any bright lights, and my fog lamps, they do work. You can see them in the pictures, but all of a sudden they decided not to work for the photos. So I'll go ahead and turn the headlights off. And we do have turn signals, but I've got a new turn signal switch coming. It's one of those aftermarket ones that are on the steering column. So anyways, had to get a new one. So this truck has been in Oregon for a long time. It was in Malala for probably, like 50 years. And this friend of this gentleman said, you ever sell that truck? I want that thing. And I think the first time he saw it was back in the late 50s. And it was on a farm, so definitely a farm truck. So around 2005, 2006, the family called him and said, hey, you want this truck? You've been wanting it a long time. You can have it. So in 2006, he had got it and started putting it together and started driving it around. And later on, he had passed away. And one of the reasons his wife sold it to me is because they said I was going to end up putting it back on the road and enjoy it for a little bit, which we actually did. So this is actually the way he'd want it done overall. I just kind of kept with it what he was doing. So we'll just walk around here to the front, to the back. When I got it, there's a few pictures in the auction. You'll see these big round lights here for blinkers, turn signals. You'll get those with it, but I took them off. And you can see the surface rust is perfect. I mean, it's got the perfect patina. I think originally it was black, and I think someone might have stripped it down because I've seen a few telltale signs of black underneath, but you can see here this is bare metal. But I think originally it was black, and someone painted it blue in the 60s. So you can see here it's got a lot of little dings and dents. This was caved in when I got it, so we kind of massaged it back out as best as we could. And I think we did a pretty good job on it in general. You can see here a little crack in the fender. The tires are Nanco 6.5 by 16 with factory wheels. The hubcaps aren't the original for the truck, but I think that's a little newer, maybe 50s hubcap. But all four match, and we have a different one on the spare. So, but the tires are in great shape. The fenders are actually in pretty nice condition. You can see a little rust there. Even though it has a little bit of rust and things going on, it's actually pretty solid. Look at the roof. It's nice. We put all new glass in it and all new rubber, all new window felts and everything around the window. So so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of glass. Look at the bottom of the door. Looks good. A little bit of rust coming through right there. But the doors line up pretty nice. In general, running boards look good. We'll put it on my lift so you can see it. It's got vintage Schmitty mufflers on it and dual exhaust. Here's the spare tire. You see the different cap, a little bit of pitting on it. It is a V8 truck, 4-speed 24 stud flatty. You can see here. I think they put those engines in 46 to 48. I think there's different models and stuff, but I think it's 59 AB. We'll look underneath the hood here in a little bit, but it is a 4-speed and it does run and drive pretty nice. Still drives like an old truck, but It's nice. You can see here, you know, just a little bit of waviness on the fender. You can see some of the black on the bed here in general. If you look here at the bed, we'll show it when we flip it around here in a minute. We actually were building this truck at the same time we did a little sizzle for TV series. We're still working on that. Actually, you don't know if it'll happen. It's always a long road, but this truck was actually in that, so it was kind of cool. And we were ripping out the bed and building this bed for it. So we did a really nice job on that. If you remember, these trucks don't have wood beds in general. They've got a metal bed. So this metal bed was repaired by someone before, and they put another piece of metal in it, and it just got bad. So we cut it all out, and I put real oak in it, tinted the we put linseed oil on it. It actually seals a lot better, and it's not all glossy, so you can take it out in the rain and stuff, and it's easy to care for. If you scratch or something like that, you can just put some more linseed oil on it. So overall, it's a pretty nice bed, and we had to build a frame underneath of it and stuff. But we'll go ahead and flip it around here, and you can take a look at some more stuff. Hey, here we are. I just wanted to flip it around so you can see it a little better. Go ahead and check out the lights and everything. See, the brake lights are on right now. You can see they're lit up. Go ahead. There we go. And then let's turn the parking lights on. It's kind of hard out here in the sun, but you can see they're on. And then we got this little reverse light back here, a little spotlight, reverse light. So all that's working good. Go ahead and turn the lights off. It just gives you another view of it in general. I love the patina on this thing. I know I keep on saying it, but I mean, it's just a really, really cool truck, and I love the look. Just take a look at the bed one more time. You can see a little, if you look over here on this side, you can see the little daylight coming through there on the side of the bed in a couple spots. But you know, we redid the bed, built a frame underneath there, and you know, it's pretty stout now, but overall in good shape and looks nice. You just take a look at the tailgate here real fast. You can see someone's reinforced it a long time ago and put a pipe, and there's probably two pipes, one here and one here. You can see it's rusted through a little bit. The only thing I altered on it is I just put my sticker on there and sprayed a little silver paint, but overall everything else is, you know, stock. You can take that off if you want. Plates are from 1956. You can see here there's a little filler, you know, but overall pretty good. I love the big hitch on it. Go ahead and take a look at the side of the bed here. Definitely got a little runs and stuff. You can see some of the black paint underneath here, but I think they sanded a lot of it off before they painted it this kind of a blue color. You can see here the rust on the side of the bed there. You know, I'm showing you the rust, but this is actually a pretty solid truck overall. You know, it has some issues, but I mean, it's things are never going to change. I mean, this is kind of a finished project. You can see here the gutters are all real clean, you know, underneath the cab. You know, it's not all rusty. It's actually really nice. Keep on hitting the camera. You can see here the cab looks nice. Running boards look good. Doors are actually really solid. When I put it up on my lift, you can see here the cowl's good, but underneath you'll be able to see that the cowl is actually in really good condition. Go ahead and just take a look at the roof on this side and the gutter again. When I got it, this was blue, so I sanded it off. This was blue and exposed a little bit there, but the white and stuff, and I did touch up it a little red and things, but overall looks pretty good. You'll see a couple little cuts in the fender, you know, but overall it's pretty straight when you look down the side for an old truck. You know, it looks good. So we'll go ahead and show you some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take a look at the interior real fast. First, I wanted to show you that the doors do shut pretty nice. Actually, if my wife sees that I wrote on myself, I'm going to get in trouble. So she's not watching the video. You can see the interior, actually just really stock. I think the interior would have been kind of a green color originally, but someone had painted it black and stuff when I got it. It'd be nice to kind of redo this in here, but you know, we did put a new headliner in it. We put new gaskets and everything, new windlace along the sides, had the seat rebuilt. It was actually really torn up, looked like a love seat out of a waiting room at a church or something like that. It was really nasty, but we rebuilt the springs and everything and had it recovered, and looks really nice. We put a I forgot what year it was, probably 39, 41 or something like that. Chevrolet gas tank. You cannot get a gas tank for one of these trucks at all, and so it took me a lot of measuring and a lot of just searching online for just measurements. So it does have a new gas tank and sending unit. Unfortunately, my gauges, none of my gauges are working except my speedometer, but it does have an UGA horn that just, there you go, you can hear it running, lights work and stuff, and it does have a column thing for the blinkers, but we got to put a new one on it, so that'll be on. I got it on order, so really cool. It's got a heater on it, but the heater's not working. We've actually took it out. Heater core's good, seems like, but the fan isn't working or anything like that. This is throttle and choke. Lighter's not working. It is 6 volt, by the way. It's a 4-speed transmission. We did put new gaskets around the windows, like I mentioned. The wipers are new. That motor over there is not working. It's all vacuum. This one here will turn on, but it's just not powerful enough, so I think you're gonna have to get those rebuilt. So overall, you know, it's Spartan inside, and but it's actually a pretty clean truck overall. You can see inside the jams aren't hit or anything like that. Up around the gutters are clean, you know, so overall pretty solid. Hey, here we are. We're going to take a look at the interior on this side real fast. Like I mentioned, we did put all new glass in it. I'll go ahead and show you the windows rolling up and down. See, that one works, and the glass is real clear. You know, the glass was in really bad shape when I got it. If you ever tried to put that kind of glass, and you know, it's got that little frame around it, it's a lot of work. So, but overall stays pretty nice and dry inside. You know, you can see the windlace and stuff. I won't spend as much time on this side, except this little guy here, that's been on the dash since we've got it, that little alligator. So we want to leave him in there. So if you want to leave it, you can too. You can see here, original tag, VIN number matches up on the frame. It does have a glove box in there. A little noisy, but go ahead and look at the jam. Again, actually pretty clean. We'll take pictures of over the underneath the doors and stuff. The doors aren't all rusted out or anything like that. They're actually really clean underneath. So anyways, we'll go ahead and show you some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take a look underneath the hood here. I actually love the styling of this. You just pull this lever, and there's a little clasp underneath there. So we'll go ahead and take a look here. You know, it's just a stock flathead V8, and it runs awesome. It was actually rebuilt before I got it, and I haven't had to do much to it. I mean, it's a good running little truck. It's got aluminum radiator in it. You can see there on the head it says 59A-B. Like I said before, I think that's 46 and 48, but I'm not an expert on these. I know I just love these engines. Overall, it's a 24 stud. When you hear people say 24 studs, just 24 studs on the heads. But overall, firewall looks good. You can see an original stamping right there. We'll take a picture of that. But overall, pretty clean in here in general. You can see it's got fan shroud, doesn't overheat or anything like that. Still running 6 volt. If you look down here, this is kind of cool. You can see the original VIN number. It's actually stamped there, and that VIN actually matches on the glove box as well. So just take a look at this side real fast. It's got a push button on the dash, how to start it. You flip a little lever over, on and off, and it's just a smooth running little truck. Go ahead and start it up. Here it just fires right up. It's got dual water pumps on it, which is factory, if you're new to these trucks. So go ahead and rev it up. You know, it's a nice running truck. Overall, you can see here it's got an original tag on the dash. I mean on the firewall as well. It's got a 4-speed on behind it. Just sounds nice, doesn't blow smoke. It's got a little condensation right now. I'm going to rev it up a little bit. But no blue smoke, and it's got a manual choke as well. So anyways, hopefully that gives you a good look underneath the hood. Hey, we're going to take it out for a little cruise right now. Just wanted to show the odometer and stuff. It's got 44,858. Speedometer, no odometer work, but basically nothing else is working except our Uga horn, and it's kind of touchy sometimes. But I just wanted to explain real fast that it is granny gear, and you got second, third, and fourth, and so it can be a little touchy. What I've learned to do when I'm shifting through the gears is let the RPMs drop, you know, down to a kind of an idle, and then shift, because it does grind a little bit if you leave it up in higher revs and stuff. So we'll just cruise it around, and I'll just show you some stuff, show how it drives in general. So now we're in second, and now I'm just gonna let the RPMs drop down, and you'll hear it kind of click in on third there. So anyways, we'll just cruise around and have a good time. Hey, we're going to take a look underneath the little Ford here. You know, as you know, we like to do videos on a lot of our rigs now, especially older ones. It just gives me a chance to talk about it a little bit more, poke at things, and you know, just describe it a little better than still photos. You're obviously still going to see the still photos of it, so you can look through there and take a look at the video here. So anyways, we'll just start here from the front to the back. One of the first things I do anytime I look at a rig is, you know, look great on the outside, but I'm going to hop underneath, look at the structure. So if you look up here in the nose, it's actually in really good shape. You know, it's not all rusty or anything like that. Obviously you're going to see just normal surface rust, but you can see here no accident damage or anything like that. You can see that paint, they really laid it on thick back in the day. Little tear there in the fender, but tires are in really good shape. You still have the little knobbies on them. The brakes are all redone. You'll see some pictures of that. New cylinders were put on a while back, and you can see here we hit all the Zerk fittings and stuff. The cylinders, brake lines look in good shape. You know, you can see it doesn't have a modern shock on it. These are pretty cool. Look up inside the wheel well, again, very clean. If you look back here at the bottom of the cowl area, it's solid, not rusty. You know, the body mounts and everything look good. You know, the engine was done before I got it. I don't have any paperwork, but it was gone through. You know, it hasn't seemed to have any oil leaks or anything like that. It's got brand new mufflers and stuff. Schmitty vintage mufflers and pipes look good. We'll look at the bottom of the cowl here. Again, it's actually in really nice condition. You know, it's not all rusty or anything like that. You know, as I showed you before, the frame is the original one on the truck, and the frame's actually in really good condition overall. It's not all rusty or anything like that. You see up here, you know, it's in good shape. We did service the transmission, put a new gasket up on top where the shifter's at, and then one on the side cover here. The tranny looks nice and clean. It's got new gear oil and everything in it. We did put a little patch. There was a little rust spot here. We did put a patch right there, you can see on the bottom of the passenger's floor. You can look down, the running board looks nice. You can see the original wood here, looks good. Kind of where the body mount is sitting. We'll take a look at the other side real fast. You can see up here, the wood's in good condition there. Go ahead and take a look at the floors. The rest of the floors here look good. You can see these mufflers, Schmitty. These are actually pretty cool mufflers. You can see the wood here. It's in nice shape. You can see it up here as well. You can see a couple little rust spots here. When we did the floors, we poured 15 the area where the gas tank is. So we put a new gas tank in it and cleaned it. But right here at the back, there was a couple little holes. But we did put some pour 15 there. Drive line looks good. You can see here it's had its U-joints replaced. See the back one's fairly new as well. You know, same style shock in the back. You know, here we did put a original bed. I already showed it to you, you know, obviously on top, but this has just linseed oil. We stained the linseed oil, and you know, it looks in good condition overall. So hopefully that gives you kind of an idea of it underneath, you know, around the fenders and stuff. We built, you'll notice here too, it's got a, you know, these, like I said before, had metal beds in them. So we built a frame to support the floor. So anyways, but hopefully that gives you a good idea. I hope everyone has a good Christmas and stuff. By the time the auction's over, we'll be 4 days after Christmas, or 3 days. So for you guys who didn't get what you wanted, this is it right here. So anyways, talk to you later.